Welcome to the Redox OS board meeting for the fourth quarter of 2023. I call the meeting of the Board of Directors of Redox OS to order. When I state your name, please acknowledge your presence. I'm Ron Williams.
Jeremy Solar.
Albert Souza.
Sorry, I was supposed to announce your names, but anyway, we do have a quorum. I'm going to turn off my video to make sure that the recording quality is good. Okay, so first thing is the adoption of the minutes from the last meeting. I found out that you don't need to actually have a vote to adopt them. It's just I have to ask if there are any corrections or revisions. The video from the last meeting is posted on YouTube, but there's also a written set of minutes that were posted to the nonprofit repo on GitLab. So are there any corrections to the minutes as provided?
No
If there's no
corrections.
If there's no corrections, then the minutes are approved as distributed. The last meeting, we had an action to investigate lawyers for obtaining a trademark. Is there anything to report?
Nothing to report this quarter.
Jeremy, could we have an update on the financial status for this quarter?
Our bank balance is $16,067 US dollars and 39 cents. We have a balance of $192 US dollars and 99 cents at Teespring. Our credit card balance is $512.20. Our monthly Patreon income has declined slightly. It was $549.88 for November. Our monthly expenses are $512.20. The $4,000 that was budgeted for trademark fees will not be spent this calendar year and will be pushed into 2024.
Thank you. We have started our t-shirt sales. So far, we've sold 14 shirts at full price. 7 of them were actually purchased by me, partly as gifts and partly as an experiment to see what happens. And unfortunately, 3 of the shirts have gone missing. I'm in Canada, so the shirts actually have to go through customs, and I think they are caught in customs. So that represents the $192.99 profit. 6 of the shirts that we sold were black and 1 was gray. I'm just going to turn my video on very briefly and show you the shirts that I have. I have the blue Redox shirt, which is very nice, but it's not quite the blue that I expected. It's sort of a greenish blue, like an aqua, not as much as a cyan. And then the gray looks lovely as well. But we should talk about the colors of the shirts. The feedback is that almost everybody prefers the black shirts being very nice, as opposed to the lighter shirts not being nice. So other than me, only 1 of the shirts sold was gray, all the others were black. Okay, so I've distributed a draft fundraising plan for 2024. So Jeremy, depending on your time, either you can move to discuss it now, or we can postpone the discussion and have it offline and bring it back up next time we meet.
I think we can discuss it offline.
Okay. So the discussion of the fundraising plan is postponed until a future meeting. So we have an upcoming election for the board of directors. Can I have a motion to discuss the upcoming board meeting?
Moved.
Second.
So our board of directors elections are due to take place in January. We currently have 3 directors. Ideally, we should have at least 4 directors. It gives the ability to have an effective board meeting even if one person is not available. And there's sort of an implied requirement that I, as the chair of the board meeting, should not be voting except in important or otherwise, very relevant situations, tie breaks, and that sort of thing. So 4 members is the preferred number. Do you plan to volunteer for the next year for the board? Jeremy?
Absolutely.
Alberto?
Yes.
Yes, I do as well. So as for identifying a 4th board member, I want to propose the following criteria and begin a process of asking for volunteers. So my own criteria would be that it should be someone who's known to Jeremy, has some direct association with Redox, preferably as a contributor, or someone that we would otherwise know well, and is able to attend the board meetings and participate in the sort of ongoing board discussions, and can provide their time without compensation, specifically for the board activities. Those would be uncompensated. Is there anything that anyone would like to add or change regarding the criteria that I've suggested? Okay, so any other points that anyone would like to make regarding the board of directors?
I think that list is reasonable. We have a few
Okay.
people who have already expressed interest in the past or have already been involved with the nonprofit in the past, and we could reach out to them again. And then we have a lot of new contributors too, and Ribbon would know better, I think, who's more active and who we could reach out to. But I would want to stress that it's the time commitment is not that intense. It's just that we do have to have regular meetings, and you have to understand the project pretty well. And unfortunately, I had issues with timing this December, first due to sickness, and second due to having children and school being out for the holidays. I think there's plenty of people who would meet the timing requirements and be able to do this. It's not a technically difficult thing. It's just a procedural thing to make sure that the project is moving in the right direction.
Okay, excellent. If there's no further discussion, could I get a motion to instruct me, the president, to post a request for volunteers for the board?
Second.
Okay, so there's a motion to instruct the president to post a request for volunteers for the board of directors on Matrix. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no.
Aye.
Aye.
Upon motion duly moved, seconded, and carried, the president is instructed to post a request for volunteers for the board on Matrix. The next board meeting, the following items are proposed for the agenda. We'll review the minutes of this meeting. We will hold the elections for the board of directors. We will do a brief version of the 2023 financial report which may not include the details of tax reporting. And we'll do a preliminary budget for 2024, and we will discuss the fundraising plan and hopefully get that approved.
I would want to throw in that it is beneficial for us to complete all of the necessary reporting as early as possible. So I'll work on that next week to have all of the information we need to submit to the IRS.
Excellent. Okay, is there any other business for the board to consider at this time? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Seconded.
It's moved and seconded that we adjourn. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no.
Aye.
Aye.
The meeting's adjourned. Thank you.